What are the roots of your liberal Judaism?
Well, for me it's kind of interesting because, as you can hear, I'm American, so I grew up in the States. So there is no liberal Judaism with a capital L in that sense. There's American Reform Judaism, which is in some ways much more similar to British liberal than it is to British Reform, because it's also very social justice oriented. It's also the most left-wing of the 3 or 4 movements in the States in a lot of ways. And that's where my roots really lie, because my mom grew up very, very involved in the American Reform world, and my dad grew up Methodist, and they met at uni, and my dad converted right before they got married. And so for them, liberal Judaism, progressive Judaism, was a natural home because he had never been involved in the Jewish world before, and they were both very socially liberal, which I in some ways associate, though it's not always the case, with progressive Judaism. So I think a lot of that was the two of them finding a place that they could be progressive politically and also be Jewish. So have that one foot in the modern world and that one foot in the Jewish world. I guess that's, I think, at the heart of my liberal Judaism is a sense of the tension, but also the synchronicity between the world that we live as modern secular people and the world that we live in our Judaism. That's a huge part for me of what I love about progressive Judaism.